All right, team, Mr. Simon here. We are going to be talking about safety cutting today and cutting with various different objects. In this class, we use sharp tools to create, innovate, to design. Sharp tools help us do the good work that we need to do, but only when we use them safely. All right, safety is paramount. In this video, we're going to talk about the safety. You're going to listen for safety checkpoints. You're going to need those safety checkpoints for your Schoology quiz. So, core safety in this class. Sharp objects are tools. These are tools, not toys. Okay? So, sharp objects are tools, not toys. Your first safety checkpoint is the word tools. Okay? So, let's talk about scissor safety. Scissors are used to cut paper, cardboard, and other thin materials. These are not used to cut metal. If you need to cut metal, you're going to need to ask me and I will get you a pair of pliers to cut metal. It ruins scissors, right? We are going to hold them by the handle, right? Always make sure you're cutting away from your body, keeping our fingers out of the way of the blades. And when we're walking around the classroom with scissors, we're going to keep them pointed down. Never run with scissors, never point them at others, and never cut near your face. So, when you're using scissors, always make sure you're cutting in a safe direction. Safety checkpoint number 2 is direction. X-Acto knives, right? An X-Acto knife is a very sharp blade. They're used for small, precise cuts. When you're using an X-Acto knife, right, you always want to make sure you use a cutting mat or a piece of cardboard so you're not cutting into the material. Keep your non-cutting hand. Keep it away from the blade. You're using slow cuts with light amount of pressure. You don't need to push really hard with these. You shouldn't be exerting a lot of force. Small, sharp cuts, and always make sure you're cutting away from your body, right? We can cut like this, but we never want to be cutting in towards our body. So keep them away from your body. Never rush with these. Never try to force the blade on an X-Acto knife, right? And when you're not using an X-Acto knife, put the safety cap on. So, for that, safety checkpoint is control, right? Light pressure, slow cuts. Safety checkpoint, control, right? Cardboard knife, right? It might look like a safer tool, but it's still a very sharp tool, right? When using a cardboard knife, right? That's used for cutting cardboard. If we try and cut on a flat surface like this, right, it might be difficult. Therefore, you might need to overhang over a table, right? And make sure that the blade has a spot to go underneath, right? So we're keeping our body out of the way. We don't want to be cutting here close into our body, right? Keep your body out of the way. I'm taking my offhand. I'm making sure I'm not overlapping with my thumb here. I'm keeping everything out of the way, right? And, right, when I'm done with my cut, right, I'm taking my tool and setting it down for safety while I collect my cut, right? So, for the cardboard knife, your safety checkpoint word is awareness, right? Even safe looking tools can be sharp. So be aware, awareness, right? So when to stop and ask for help, okay? If your hands are in the way, if the tool feels unsafe, if material is moving, if you're unsure what to do, stop, ask for help, right? Some cuts can be difficult. Some cuts I might be telling you, you know what, I'll make that cut for you. I might have a different tool or apparatus. So if you're feeling unsure or you're feeling unsafe, stop. Safety checkpoint, stop, right? Using sharp tools, they protect you and everyone around you, right? We need to use sharp tools, and when I say protect you, it is using a sharp tool can be very safe. Using dull tools can be unsafe. Use the right tool for the job. So protect yourself. You're responsible for the tools you use in this class. You're responsible how you treat this class. At this point in time, pause the video, stop the video. You can go back and look for things and take that Schoology quiz on Schoology for cutting safety video. Thank you.